Hey, darling.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
We live?
We are.
Okay.
It's been a little bit.
It has been. You be tripping, boy. You got to
Yeah.
be consistent.
Yeah. I feel you. Um. So let me tag someone because she wanted to be in on this conversation.
Who you tagging?
Uh, Erica Brown. All right. And I do gotta be. We gotta be consistent. We, not I, but
I'll be
we.
ready.
Um, says the person that was working.
What? I came home by Thursday.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what up, Erica? We're gonna give a couple people a little bit of chance to join. Child support. Pretty sure a lot of people got something to say. But we finna go up. We finna get live tonight, man. You already know I'm finna be my old ghetto self.
Oh my God.
Ghetto fabulous.
You ain't got to be ghetto all the time, baby.
I do, and I will,
You ain't dressed ghetto.
because I had to work. I
Okay.
want to say sorry from the start for my lovely attire. Not my lovely attire, but how dark it is back here. Excuse me.
I was about to say, what's wrong with what you got on? You look cute.
Yeah. It's a
Excuse
little
me,
dark
handsome.
in. Thank you.
Cutie pie.
A little dark in here, you know what I'm saying? We done moved some things around, trying to, you know what I'm saying, make our platform a little bit bigger and a little bit better, so we still, you know. Hey, let me tell you something.
Just keep smiling, baby, because the people can see you.
Uh,
Keep your eyes open.
Anyways, you're trying to be funny. All right, so this is the
Helpful.
historic 10th episode. We made it.
We did.
All the shit we talk about on this motherfucker, I'm surprised we ain't killed each other.
I'm not.
What you mean? I thought by now, I mean, you only told people that I can only go for like 2 minutes.
But I have said that to your face. We joke about this on a regular basis.
Uh-oh. Erica said, damn that. She said, let's get into it. I want to know why the baby daddies always be worried about where the CS is used.
Ooh.
That's the question I have. Ooh, we gonna get into that, Erica. Give me.
That's
Erica,
a great question that the men need to chime in on, because y'all petty. That's why y'all petty. Y'all butt hurt.
Dude, we ain't butt
You
hurt.
butt hurt.
Shit. But we gonna get into
Oh,
all
go
of
ahead,
that.
though. I'm sorry.
We gonna get
She
into
asked
all
me.
of
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm
Hey,
sure she wants the male's perspective.
hey,
But Erica, that's my perspective.
I
They
like
be
it.
they be mad.
I like it. She came in like a wrecking ball. She wasn't bullshitting. Hey, but all joking aside, man. 10th episode, we made it. We ain't killed each other. And I got a special something for you at the end of this episode for sticking with your boy throughout the whole time. And I really appreciate you.
The whole time of the podcast.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, well, thank you.
Good business. Making sure that the chats is cool. All right, so here we go. Child support. I'm passing it to you, D. The good, the bad, the ugly. Talk to me.
I really feel like this is a topic that you should be starting off, but I give my perspective. Child support is a good and a bad thing. I think child support, when child support is taken out for the right reasons, which is to support the child, right? So that the other parent, because it's not just men paying child support. There are also women that have to pay child support. I think it's a good thing. But when it's taken out due to spite, then that's something different. And I think that's a lot of times what causes friction. It's frustrating when the other person doesn't pay their child support. And yeah, y'all kind of get the short end of the stick sometimes, especially when it's a situation where your baby mama take child support out of spite. It causes a lot of unnecessary drama. However, it's a shame when a woman has to take a man out on child support in order to get him to take care of his kids. The ones there's plenty of good fathers that are providers that are still taking the court. I feel for y'all. But for those who are not providers and the court has to intervene for you to take care of your kids, that's a shame.
Pretty good perspective.
I thought so.
Is it my turn?
You probably should have started, sir. But yeah, go ahead.
Fuck child support.
Why?
Some bullshit. No, I'm just playing. You know, so I've heard some horror stories. Now, let me first off say that I didn't have a horror story for my child support. I think that my child's mother was fair, and we was able to get through it. So, letting you know, I'm good. So don't y'all be going back running and saying, Marcus said his baby mama ain't shit. That's not the truth.
I wouldn't let him get on here and say that anyway.
Next, but I've heard horror stories, and I'm going to share one with you.
Okay.
All right, so I lived in Clarksville.
Uh-huh.
Clarksville, North Side.
Oh, my God. Okay.
All right. This is when Hooters first opened. I was still working at Convergys. And it was like 4 or 5 of us. Hooters just opened.
This is not going to be a horror story. I know this story, but go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you why it ain't. Go ahead.
It just opened.
Tell it.
And so we go to Hooters, and I forgot my wallet. And the young lady says, don't worry about it. I just got my child support today. We eating off my baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear statements like that, like you brag like we eating off my baby daddy today. Fuck you.
So, okay. This goes back to Erica's point. Why you care? Because at the end of the day, the person who has the child more of the time, so I ain't gonna say 100% of the time because hopefully you visiting your kid, but let's just say 80% of the time. Kids are expensive, and so I'm not waiting for my child support check or my child support payment to decide to do for my kid. So then that's just putting my money back in my pocket. Yeah, it's fucked up that she phrased it like that, and I'm sure that probably if her baby daddy would have heard that would have got up under his skin. But at the end of the day, really.
I'm saying though, but that is fucked up. And yes, Ella, Clarksville does have a North Side. Everybody funny tonight.
I mean,
everybody funny tonight. So like Erica said she never waited on her because we already know you a go getter. You out there getting that paper. But all joking aside, man, that rubbed me the wrong way. Like, and you right. It shouldn't matter what they're doing with that money as long as they know that they paying those obligations, but it gotta be disheartening, and not all facts, but some, to know you paying that money and she tricking that money off and doing whatever the fuck she want with it, and it ain't being used for what it's supposed to be used for.
Okay, so let's just say 100% of my paycheck goes to taking care of my kid, right? My kid. None of your child support money. 100% of my money goes to taking care of the kid. When I get your child support, it's just reimbursing me for your portion of taking care of our kid.
But you're saying, let's just say, you know, like, so what happens when 100% of your money you're saying is taking care of the kid, but you out on shopping sprees, you're buying shit, you doing shit, and now you show. So let's not play like every woman is 100% doing right with they.
I'm not saying that. I know that there's some.
And I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's starting to be used as a crutch. It's a crutch, like fuck it, nigga. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that because I know I got this child support money coming in.
That's an extension of your income to help take care of the kid. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that every woman uses the money the way that to directly take care of their child. I will also say that I don't know that some of the court orders. Are you playing this? Is this loud? Are you playing the sound? I can hear myself. I'm not gonna say that sometimes the child support payments seem outrageous for one child or two children. However, I can't sit here and pretend like there are some women who, I'm gonna use myself as an example. I didn't really need my child support I didn't rely on child support to take care of myself or my kid. That was just like, it wasn't really even nothing to me at this point. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, yes, I do think that some people maybe use their child support, how society would say, or especially men would say, in the wrong way. But if I'm taking money out of my household, regardless of whether you paying your child support or not, that's just replacing money that I've already spent.
Yeah. But you're replacing. So are you replacing the money that you spent when you went to the Bahamas?
Why does that matter?
I'm just asking.
Shouldn't mothers be able to afford trips like that? Because I'm gonna tell you this: the only thing nothing pisses me off more than a man complaining that his baby mama out at the Bahamas and he thinks she tricking off his child support money, be the same dude that be tricking off his money on other females. So you got a problem with feeding into the household that your child is being raised in, but you don't have no problem tricking off on the lady that you trying to fuck.
So what happens when that money is not going towards the child? That's the point.
So then that's something that men need to be educated enough to go to the court system. You take that to the court. Because how do you know? How do you know that the money isn't going to the welfare of your child? If your child is fed, clothed, has a decent place to live, whether it's my money or the money that I received from you that's taking care of the child, your child is taken care of.
So what happens when you find out that, and I'm just hypothetically speaking, like what happens when you find out, like, oh, well, she got to do this to make ends meet, or she got to do this to make, like, it's like, where the fuck is some of that money going? Are you using? So if you know your child, if I see my child, and this happens very often, if I see my child ain't the way he need to be, and I know I'm paying my child support, then where the fuck is the money going? And then a lot of times, some women, and this hypothetically speaking, because I see it both ways. I'm not trying to just go on the men's side, but a lot of times I see where the women will still ask the man for more stuff, like, hey, will you get this? Will you get this? Will you get this? And he paying child support, right?
Okay.
So
some of the child support payments are balloon payments, but other child support payments are ridiculously low. That there's no way that you can sustain a lifestyle for your child on some of the child support payments that women have. So I wouldn't say, like, I don't have a set amount. I don't have a set monthly amount for my kids. So why do you get to have a set? There's nothing. I don't see anything wrong with contributing to your child's life outside of child support. That's just what the court says. You as a dad, especially if your income ain't been updated. So, for example, you went to child support court when you were working at T-Mobile, probably making $13 an hour, right? But from when Kobe was a baby to when he's older, your income grew substantially, but your child support payments did not. If you just went by what the court ordered you to pay, that would be kind of fucked up, that as your life upgraded, your child's life didn't also upgrade.
So here's my problem with the whole situation. Where is the onus on some of the women? I'm sorry. The shit is made for some women to
we got to go to the comments too, baby. We got a lot of comments going on.
Yeah. Lauren, good perspective. No, I ain't arguing. I did what I had to do, and whenever he paid, I used whenever. Absolutely, exactly. Erica.
It's like okay, give my money back, because I'm not waiting on you to take care of the house. But so when the extra money comes in, I done earned that because I've been footing the bill for myself and for our children.
Hey, how much is child support for real to trick off? That's true. Something that I ain't gonna lie. I do see some people that pay a lot of child support. It's called child support, not housing support. I feel like they can use it however the hell they want, but as long as it's taking care of the child. Some people still don't even take care of the child, but that's another story. Men don't win in court, period. So I want to touch on that.
Yeah.
Everybody does say run the court, run the court, run the court. But I'm going to tell you, me personally, I've been in that system. And I know firsthand how the fuck that shit turned out. And I'm going to tell you what, it is not made for the male to succeed. Period. End of fucking story.
What do you mean by that?
For example, if I don't have the right to go to court and just say, hey, I want child support from you. I don't have that right because paternity automatically goes to the woman. So a man would have to go through the notes. Yes, the man would have to go to the first hurdle to get custody, and then they would be able to ask child support. But I can't just go say, okay, and then so that's that. So then, right then and there, now it's like, okay, if you're not taught properly to, like have receipts and things of that nature and all that other stuff, then you fuck, because now you got back pay, and it doesn't matter. They're not gonna do their research and say, did this person have a job? Did she not have a job? Did she do this? Did she do that? It doesn't. All that shit don't matter.
But that's with any court case, though, baby.
No. But listen.
I am listening.
Listen. That it's automatically to the woman.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. So there should be laws to say, hey, you know what, ma'am? Hold up, ma'am. You had 5 years. Why didn't you take him to child support for 5 years? No, you should not be able to get this back pay for 5 years, because honestly, we don't know what. But that doesn't. None of that shit gets taken into consideration. Is boom, man, pay it.
So, I appreciate the point that people aren't necessarily taught to keep receipts. That's a hard ass lesson to learn. But what I'm also gonna say is, women, when you say about the paternity, it's all custody is automatically given to the woman. We can also go to jail for child abandonment. There's plenty of dads that done left their kids. You don't go to jail for child abandonment. But let me go walk away from my kid and just say, hey, peace out. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. I'm going to jail. You can't women can't just abandon their child. So there's a difference there.
They can take it to the you can take it to the church and put it on the
yeah, and if they find out your ass going to jail for child abandonment.
I thought that was a law, like where they could take it to the church or take it somewhere to where if
you leave your baby in a safe place.
Yeah,
is that what you mean? Okay. But still, I do think there's some credibility there to what you're saying as far as men getting the raw end of the deal. That is true, but I'll also say you have custody.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading the comment.
Go ahead. You ain't even listening to me, so go ahead and read the comment.
I am listening to you.
What's the comment?
You be killing me. It said child abandonment is only due to the woman having custody. If the father had custody, the same would apply.
Okay.
So it ain't no special law for us. You giving custody right off top.
So you saying men would prefer to have custody instead of the woman having custody at birth?
I can't say that they would prefer it. I think that there should be. Well, I can't even say.
Because here's what I'm gonna say: why women automatically get custody of the baby. If I push something out of my body, there is no doubt that I'm the mother.
How'd it get in there?
What I'm saying is,
I got you. I'm just being an asshole.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Be an asshole on your own time. We talk. Anyways, I was trying to give you some props, but you done completely derailed my comment. But so go ahead. Go back to the comments.
My take on it is, if you give my child, then pay me them same child support payments without a hiccup, I don't care what you're going through. Women always get the benefits unless she's considered unfit. I mean, so a lot of people are not having these thoughts. Something has happened to where.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I'm just saying that every situation ain't the same. For example, I waited 10 years to put my child's father on child support. I waited 10 years because I always took the approach that I should not have to force someone to provide for their child. It wasn't until me and you was together and I watched you and I watched you and I watched you. And I'm like, dang, first of all, when we first got together, I knew the situation. You wasn't on child support then. And I saw what kind of energy you put into being a dad. And so then I'm looking at my situation. I'm like, okay, wow, that's kind of fucked up. But I still wait. Me and you was together 6 years before I took my child's father to child support court. Okay? I could have asked for back pay, but I didn't because I said I could have took him to child support court when she was first born because from day one, they weren't supporting. Okay? Now, I want to say my child support payments was like $150, maybe $200 a month before back pay started piling on because even after the court order, he was not paying. So eventually, my child support payments increased because now you have to factor in back pay. Even then, I've always taken care of my child. Always. With no help from her child, her father's side of the family. My side of the family, I always took care of her. And once we started getting child support, even before this motherfucker making a payment, he say, tell your mama don't be spending, her and her boyfriend don't be spending my child support money. Nigga, it's $200 a month.
But guess what, though? Don't make it personal. We having a broad. We know.
I'm just telling my story like you told your story. What are you talking about?
No, I wasn't telling my story. I was telling a broad, just keeping it just broad.
I thought you talked about when you went to court.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that I'm just keeping it like a broad spectrum that we know there's some good women out there. There's a lot of good women out there that use the child support exactly the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Used. But I think that men, when you talk about it, it's such a negative connotation when it comes to men and child support. Because if a man is paying the child support, then he ain't paying enough child support, and then that's the least that he could do. And then these are sometimes the same women that don't even let you see your damn child or hold the child against your will.
Yeah.
And
I
you
get
have
what
to
you're saying.
fight to go to court just
I get
to,
what you're saying.
you know, that extra hurdle. So
there are definitely more horror stories than bright stories.
Facts.
I get what you're saying. But I'm gonna say this too. I know you can't always tell how a person gonna be after you have kids with them. However, some dudes should not be surprised how they baby mamas turn out because they was crazy when y'all first start fucking around. So
true that.
It ain't gonna change. It's probably only gonna make it worse. Don't get a girlfriend after you done had a baby. Don't have another baby and stay with with that child's mother because all of that. There are some people out there, some females out there that become very spiteful, and so the only way they can take it out on you is by making your life miserable by holding your child over your head and then hitting them pockets.
Man, let's go to the comments. That's a great because. The key to anybody's heart is them pockets.
Oh yeah.
But Henry said I pay $600 per month, and she says I'm a deadbeat.
Jack.
That's a lot of damn money. And motherfuckers can get apartments for $600 a month.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, keep your head up, Henry. Keep doing your thing. You also got men and women that won't keep a job or pay to help. That's true.
That is true.
And that's another thing.
Hey, there's some dudes that won't work because they don't want to pay their child support.
You don't want to know what's crazy, but in the past, they used to like determine your child support on the man and the woman's income.
Yeah.
Now it's like whatever. She ain't got to work, motherfucker. You
yeah, that's trash right there.
So that ain't. So
I cool. Get to be a house mom.
This may go against how people think. I'm a mom of 3. I would do whatever whatever it takes for the 3 kids. I go without a lot, and I'm cool with that. But my kids will always have whatever they need to be taken care of. I have help. I have no complaints at all, and I'm a single mom because they actively have their dad present in their life and never denies anything for them. I'm just saying, money or not, being the woman I am, the kids will be taken care of no matter what. The sacrifice. So I really like what you said there. The fact that you're like, hey, I want my dad, the kid's dad present in life, and the fact that he's doing that, the financial part, I'll figure it out. But he's present in their life and doesn't deny them anything And so that's
a good mindset to have.
and,
It is. I respect that.
yeah.
But I'm gonna also say there are some women that financially can't take care of their child by themselves.
Yep.
And maybe they should have thought more about that before having kids. But let's be honest, in the heat of the moment, most people ain't thinking about, damn, how I'm gonna take care of this baby. They just trying to get to their destination. So, but no, you have there. So I'm just saying there are some very positive stories out there. There's some very negative stories out there, and then there are some mutually beneficial stories out there. Like there's some men that just go down to the court system and put themselves on child support.
Yeah, and I think that is the smart thing to do, because here's my thing. Let me go back to about child support. I think that if a man has to provide receipts for back child support, I think a woman should too. I think a woman should too. If I gotta provide receipts of the shit that I done bought, motherfucker, you need to too.
I don't disagree with that.
And before you just calculate in your head $20,000.
Yeah.
So so that it's just some things where it's fucked up. Now I'm about to go flip the side. Now I'm about to be on y'all side.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm about to be on y'all side.
It must be them braids. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah. It's some niggas that be on that bullshit, and you right. Motherfuckers with I seen a meme. It said, "You won't take care of your child, but you sure raise the hell out of a pit bull." I was dying. And when you think of motherfuckers like that, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's some bullshit. You got this woman over here struggling that you done had a baby with, and you out in the club making it rain. You driving the newest cars and shit, and as soon as she asks you to buy a bag of diapers, you got a motherfucking attitude.
Yeah.
Or on the flip side, you know how women will hold the kid from the child. Well, on the flip side, the dude find out she got another boyfriend. Now all of a sudden it's like, I ain't paying shit. You got that nigga over there.
Yeah.
And that ain't right.
That's
right?
a lot of people's mentality.
Yeah, and that ain't right at all. So I do agree. That's why I'm flipping that. I'm playing it down the middle. It's an ugly thing.
It is.
And
it bring out a lot of fucked up parts of people.
Yeah.
Kids and money.
Yep.
Broken hearts, hurt feelings, hurt ego. That's a lot of whenever you make an emotionally charged decision, you probably not making the right decision.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go to these comments. Demetrius, I feel like if a man is working and taking care of the child, he should not be on child support.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Because if I'm already doing it, why do we need the courts involved?
Yeah. The only thing that's scary is if he doesn't have anything that's gonna make him keep doing it.
If he just a good dude, because some people I don't have to be made to take care of my children.
Shouldn't have to be, but we gotta play the
But
odds.
I think that's the point that he making. If I'm working, I'm taking care of my kid.
Yeah, but I guess your definition of taking care of the kid and somebody else's. So, for example, the dude that was paying $600, but his baby mama said he's still a deadbeat. So, what is the definition of taking care of the kids? He's paying $600 a month.
What's the
$800
expectation? Where's the bar? Where's the bar?
So that's
and
why that's
who's determining the bar?
Yep.
And so that's one other thing I say about men. Y'all, to a certain extent, y'all gotta know that you doing right by your kid, regardless of what other people say. Because some people, and this is outside of even child support, people gonna talk shit about you, regardless of how good you doing. It's never gonna be enough.
They did.
I know, baby. Never mind.
No, you was making a good point. I just said they talked about Jesus, but you was making a good point.
Have you had a shot tonight?
Nah, I ain't.
You acting like it. Can you read the next comment, please?
All right. I enjoy living a stable life, so I don't care. I'll pay that shit versus ever having to deal with her again. Plus, I got money, so it doesn't hinder me at all. Talk your shit then, Henry. My baby mama made me to have to take a step back and stop doing. I'll pay my child support and watch her ass struggle.
See that? So that's another thing. That's another thing. That sometimes you lose in that deal. If you got a dude that's already doing for you, sometimes even take care of your kid, but then sometimes even throwing a little something extra for yourself. But then you get mad about something. Oh, he got a new girlfriend, or he said no to me one time. Now something I'm gonna take you to court, and then your child support payments less than what this person was giving you to begin with. I mean, you gambling.
Yeah, and I think sometimes what you can't put a price on is that bonding time between the parents. And I feel like if he ain't paying, what I want him to pay, he can't see the child.
Yeah, that's trash.
Or vice versa.
That's trash. I'm gonna say why I don't agree with ever that having that approach, because at the end of the day, that hurts your kid.
Facts.
It hurts your kid more than anything when you keeping your child away from their parent, regardless of how y'all feel about each other. That ain't doing nothing but hurting your kid and making your kid grow up wondering why my daddy don't want to see me, my daddy don't want to spend time with me. The whole time it's your mama that's keeping your daddy away. That's kind of fucked up.
Facts. And vice versa. Why my daddy don't want to see me, and it ain't the mama keeping him. It's the mama done moved on, and the daddy like, fuck that. You got a nigga now. That's the daddy. You know what I'm saying? And that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I just pay the child support. So it gets so lost in the transition of just pay me this, pay me this. All I need is my child support money. All I know, you need that motherfucker to be there that you made a child with. So
right. We ain't got to be together. The kid got to be taken care of. Once you have kids, it ain't even about you no more. It's not about you. And I'm not saying y'all got to stay together, but y'all do got to parent together, whether you like each other or not. Y'all wasn't thinking about that when y'all was having sex, and then y'all done made the baby. So you made your bed, now you got to lay in it. Gotta be adult. Take a lot of adulting to successfully co-parent.
So, baby, now talk to me about this. Talk to me about these celebrities, that the baby mamas be asking for like $25K a month, and try to go back to court and get money. And I get it. Stars making money. I feel like that child should live a good lifestyle too.
Yeah.
But does it? Motherfucker, I put in all this hard work. Okay, and you get $25K a month?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah. That's crazy.
Now, here's the thing. Now, with me and you, it honestly, and I ain't just saying this because I think you're a black my eye. I'm saying this because I believe it. We built everything together.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't hurt me to do that. But there's a lot of situations where they didn't build that shit together.
Right.
He came with that.
Right.
He just had a baby with you.
Right. You lucked up.
And now you want $25K a month?
Okay. I think it's fucked up. I'm gonna say that. I think it's fucked up. But I'm also gonna say, if you a celebrity, if you a celebrity, no, I like Nick. We're gonna talk about Nick Cannon in a minute. You an athlete, all these athletes out here just getting these women. If you are worth money, okay, and you just out here fucking recklessly, you stupid. You asking to be the come up. That's a dumbass decision. If I got money and I'm going through these so my royal oats, and I'm gonna get as much pussy as I can, I'm gonna at least wrap up, because you gonna leave a trail, and you asking to be a victim.
It's only one caveat to that. Half of these motherfuckers is babies. Like, you gotta think, man, what you was doing at 18 and 19 and 20.
Some of them niggas old and should know
better.
Yeah,
however, some of them old.
However, right. Yes, you're right.
Like, these are
but that's
babies.
An expensive lesson. And I'm gonna say this: there's too many examples out there for people to use that excuse that you trying to say you didn't know that your dick was gonna make a baby if you didn't wrap it up? Come on now, you learned that in.
She told me she had the little thing.
No, sir. Let me tell you something. I have no idea what my sons are gonna end up being. I don't know how much money they're gonna have. I say that to say, my sons know you wrap that thing up. Otherwise, I don't care what a woman tells you. I'm on birth control. I can't get pregnant. That's okay. We just still gonna protect ourselves, because condoms are not just to prevent children. That's also there to prevent STDs. So I know it might not feel as good. However, if you are not ready to commit or ready to have that responsibility of potentially having a child in this world, then your ass better be wearing a condom.
You said if she bath that thing up, you better wrap that thing up.
Right.
You said it don't feel as good, so she got that dry desert pussy.
That's not what I said,
And
baby.
then that desert pussy.
I didn't say that. Can you
going
go to the
against that,
comments because something's wrong with you?
Comments. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I even offered to purchase my baby mama a car. Damn, I don't even got to read the rest. A minivan because she didn't have a car. Motherfucker said she didn't want it because she wasn't going to drive a van, a free car. Let somebody get it.
Oh, wow.
Hey, but, hey, you know what, Henry? You did what you can, bro.
Yeah, you had to wash your hands. I'm glad you washed your hands.
If that's your mindset, fuck it. Fuck it. You know, and you know, when you try and that's what you get, fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. You just make sure you take care of your child. If you got to go to the courts to do what you got to do to make sure you get visitation and all that. And that's another thing, again, for the men that makes it tough. Like, we got to get visitation, we got to go to court and all that. And then they'll say, if you're true, man, you do it. Well, that bitch ain't have to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that? You're true, man. Who voices it?
I'm just saying, that bitch ain't have to do that shit. So, you go and do that. Now you got to get a lawyer and you got to do all this. In the meantime, right, you still got to be paying your child support. So now you got to shell out that extra money.
Baby.
But if you...
The system is not meant... It's not working in your favor. We agree with that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if you don't do that, then you ain't no real man. You see how the...
But I'm going to go back to... People in general, you're going to have thick skin because people going to always say something about you.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You know your efforts. You know your intention. And it got to come to... I know it don't feel good. It's tough. And I hope that you have somebody in your life that's uplifting you and recognizing the things that you are doing. But at the end of the day, you got to know within that you doing what's right by your kid and fuck what everybody else is saying.
Fuck what they talking about.
Now, let's go back to Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Shout out to Nick Cannon.
Nah, you was finna talk shit about
Nick.
Nick.
I wasn't.
You said like Nick Cannon.
No, I was talking about like how he got all them kids and he making that money, like how, you know, with child support out of be, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I wasn't finna talk crazy about Nick.
Okay.
Shout out to Nick Cannon, man.
You ain't never seen Nick Cannon come out and say nothing bad about his child support. He's not complaining about it.
No, shout out to Nick Cannon, man, and we would like to be on Wild 'N Out. I ain't no freestyle rapper, but I'm funny.
Oh my God.
I get up there and talk some shit.
Yep.
You did?
Yes.
Put me on Wild 'N Out. Hey, somebody know Nick Cannon. Share this shit, man. But no, Nick Cannon is a good example. You're right. I haven't heard anything in the tabloids or blogs.
Hey, people keep on talking about how many kids he have. Listen, I know niggas that done had 12 kids and ain't taking care of none of them. Nick Cannon kids live a good life. You see pictures with him and his kids and his baby mamas quite frequently. He's active in his kids' lives. So if I ain't gotta take care of his kids, if he whatever he doing, he can have 30 kids. I'm not gonna have nothing to say about it because that's his business. And if his kids are happy, his baby mamas are happy, and he can take care of them kids, and we ain't gonna have to take care of them through our taxes. Hey, why care? Why do we care?
No, I agree with you. I'm gonna tell you who else. T.I. and Boosie. I think both of them do a good job, not only taking care of their kids, because, you know, you see it in multiple occasions, but they put their kids on.
Yeah, just don't drink no drink that T.I. gave you in the club.
Oh, man. Man, we trying to build
my bad. My bad. I should have said that.
She was playing T.I., man.
I'm just playing T.I.
I wanted to do a song with you, my guy.
You just said you wasn't no rapper. I'm just saying.
Silk ain't no rapper.
Hey, them charges got dropped. I was just playing.
You hear me?
What?
Silk ain't no rapper. He went platinum twice. Man. Hey, but real talk, man. Out of every topic that we've had, this probably been the most heated discussion.
Yeah, this was spicy. This was spicy.
Yeah, you know, because I'll fuck you up.
I mean, what did I have to do with anything? I didn't put you on child support.
No, I said.
Why you gonna fuck me up for?
Huh? Because you was talking crazy.
No, I'm just saying everybody has their own story to tell, and I'm not gonna pretend like everything has been rosy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also not gonna let y'all just. All women ain't the villain, and all men ain't the villains, and so we gotta find that.
Yeah. You
middle
seen,
ground.
You seen where I switched sides and said I was on the women's side.
Yeah, but you should have said earlier that you was gonna switch sides because at first you was just making the women seem to be the villains.
No. I just wanted people to understand that sometimes when men cry about the shit,
No, it'd be real.
it's legit.
But most people know that. Like, we've seen enough stories out there to know that some of y'all are telling the truth, but then some of y'all need to shut the fuck up because you ain't paying the child support any fucking way. So what do it matter? You ain't in your child's life to begin with, and your baby mama probably wouldn't have put you on child support if you was handling your business. Them dudes, I don't feel for, because nobody should have to make you take care of your children. It's the dudes that are doing the right things and they still get drugged through the mud that I feel for.
Like my boy that paid $600 a month and tried to buy
Yeah, that's
his girl
fucked
a
up,
van.
bro. Hey, I'm sorry.
Man, the least she could have did is take the van and took that shit to the chop shop.
Right.
Got some money out there, bitch.
Right.
Nah, but you worried about how you look and shit, and not how you getting the kids around. You know what I'm saying? But and let me touch on this. When a woman, and I see it two ways, so I want to say that prior to that. When a woman can't take care of the child, and I've heard where daddy say, well, if she can't take care of the child financially, give him to me. That burns women the fuck up. But I ask you, how do you feel about that perspective? If a man say, hey, you can't take care of him financially, give him to me. What you feel about that?
I wouldn't want my kids out of my custody.
But is that fair?
What do you mean?
Is it fair if you can't take care of the child financially and the man says, give him to me, and he can take care of him financially and gonna do the right thing? Is that fair?
Is it fair for him to say, you can't take them, then you don't need to be, they don't need to live with you?
Yeah, because it's fair for
No,
a woman.
I don't think it's fair.
Okay, because it's fair for a woman to say, if you don't pay child support, you can't see your child.
Nobody said that was fair, though.
Okay.
Even the court say that's not fair.
No,
Even the court says...
No, the court says if you have a support or like a child support order, you're not paying your child support.
maybe it's the state, maybe it's the different state laws, but everything that I've seen, because you know I watch paternity court all the time, everything that I've seen says that support and custody are two separate matters. That you can't keep the child away because they're missing the child support.
Well,
payment.
yeah, if you have custody, but if you don't have custody, then
the court is still not going to say you don't have visitation rights because you're not paying child support.
But the court is not going to say that she has to bring them over unless they're paying child support.
We might have to do some research on
let's
that, baby.
do some research because I done.
You know what?
I done seen. I done
You done heard dudes say she won't let me see my child. That's not the same thing as the court saying, Mr. Moore, you're not paying child support, so you can't see your child. Those are two different things.
So you saying that doesn't happen?
I am saying I don't think the court says you can't see your child because you're not making child support payments. I do think that there are mothers who say, I won't let you see the child because you ain't paying me.
Yeah.
Those are two separate matters.
I think we should look that up. We should fact check that.
Yeah, we should check. We should fact check. You know, that's my favorite thing to do.
AJ says the child has to be in the best place for the child. It is not fair. Boom. There it is. And sometimes life's a bitch. Meaning, yes, ma'am, you had that child and you have that bond with the child. But if you can't take care of the child and it ain't this nigga's job to take care of you, and he can financially take care of the child and be in the child's life, why the fuck not?
You asked me if I would be okay with that, and I wouldn't be okay
I know
with my
you
child
wouldn't.
not being in my custody.
I know you wouldn't be okay with it, but what I'm saying is that men don't be okay with childs not being in their custody too, but they got to deal with it.
Okay.
They got to deal with it. Yeah, men don't use their same rights. Some of them don't know their rights, and some of them are honestly, they scared. They scared from how they got did in the court system the first time. And I don't want that to be an excuse, because if you really want to be in your child's life, you'll find a way.
Yeah.
But man, you can get your ass kicked in that court system.
I mean, there's more and more resources out there though, because people are recognizing that there's an injustice when it comes to how men are treated when it comes to the child support system. And so it just like with anything, you got to educate yourself.
Yeah. No, I dig that, and I dig your perspective. You done made a lot of good points, but I have to, play devil's advocate and be Skip, and we'll let you be Shannon.
I mean, I'm not a man, so
you better not be.
I mean, if I am, it's too late. I'm gonna speak from my own life experiences and what I've observed, but I've observed both sides of the story, But I know a lot of good women, and I know a lot of good dudes too. But I've also observed a lot of shitty situations. Some portrayed by the woman and some portrayed by the man.
Yep. All right, so let's talk about some good situations. And I know we said...
You got any comments that we need to get caught up on?
Yep, nope. Read all of AJ's. AJ's been the great commenter. So, yeah. But let's talk about good situations. So,
yeah,
it can work, y'all. I know we've been back and forth, but it can work. Now I get personal. Let me talk about my situation. Was everything perfect? Fuck no, nigga, no way. But did me and her get to a point where we grew up and we understood that it ain't about me and her, it's about Kobe? Absolutely was about Kobe. And then once that happened, me and her, we was cool. Me, her, and my wife was cool, because that's important too. That it can't just be me and her cool. We got all three, and whoever on her side and the dude that she was with, we was all cool. Man, we all got to go to my son's graduation and kick it together, and it was a beautiful thing. And I done did my 18 years of child support, or however long I did, and we done moved on. But, I'm still going to be in my son's life. She's still going to be in the life. My wife going to be in it. The dude that she was with going to be in it. And it was a good situation. So I say all that to say, it ain't all got to be bad.
You can make it work if you want to make it work.
Work.
It takes a lot of maturity. But if you putting a child first, y'all going to figure out how to make it work. And it's not just a man's responsibility or just a woman's responsibility. It take both of y'all to be mature. Because, I mean, it can't be one-sided. Nothing can be one-sided.
It works. It can work. So, all right. So, in the comments, real fast, closing arguments, what y'all feel about child support, the good, the bad, the ugly, go. While y'all are doing that, I told you I had something for you. And I told you walk past it every day.
It ain't no baby, is it?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Girl,
say,
why would I have a baby?
The audience was finna witness something real ugly.
Ooh, wee. Man, I had to get that pistol on my oldest kid's dad. Hey, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes motherfuckers don't, so get rid of it. You know what, Demetrius? I can't say get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Child support, nigga.
Oh.
You talking about get rid of the baby. Oh, shit. I probably could have said some sorry ass shit.
Demetrius, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. Now,
you can't get rid of it until everybody know how to be an adult. Yeah. Keep the kid first.
And I like it. Get rid of it. And that puts onus on, but there should be something else in place. I don't know what it is. I ain't no lawmaker, and I don't do that.
The law should be more fair. It shouldn't have a bias towards the mom. It should be 50-50 your income. Y'all gonna split the income or what it takes to take care of a child. Realistically, what does it take to take care of a child? And y'all split those expenses. If y'all not together, that ideally though, y'all can come up with an arrangement outside of court.
Yep. And y'all both got to stick to it. And so tough thing to solve. I don't know if child support is the right way, but it's what we got right now. But like you said, right now we might not have a fix, but if we could make what we have a little bit fairer, that'd be better. And But in the end, it's all about the child. And if you make it
Yes.
about the child, all this shit don't even fucking matter.
True.
If you make it about the child. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
No, you ain't. Tell me you ready.
I said I was ready.
Hey, I've been torturing her with this for like a week, y'all. And I told her thank you for sticking with me because I've always wanted to have a podcast. And what better way than to have it with your wife? Because she
Did you read Demetrius' last comment?
it will decrease unwanted pregnancy. Damn right it would. You damn right it would. So here we go.
What are you doing?
I'm doing what I do, man.
We're on a podcast sitting in silence. What you doing?
I'm gonna be doing you later.
Okay. We wrapping up?
Hell yeah, we wrap it up. We don't want no more kids.
Boy, you ain't wrapped up in 19 years.
All right. I want you to look at your phone.
We're going to see Beyonce.
No, we not going to see Beyonce. You're going to see Beyonce.
Who I'm going with?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, Marcus, thank you. Am I going to be able to see her? Let me see what the tickets look like.
You're going to be in the stadium.
Thank you. You know I love Beyonce.
I know. And it was not easy getting those tickets. It wasn't hard either. But
It keeps saying unexpected error.
shout out to Tamika for helping me with that. I appreciate you.
There you go.
Shout out to Tamika for helping me with that.
That's dope. Thank you.
Yep. We have Verizon up. And you had to be placing it. I thought you could just go buy the tickets. Nah, you got to be placing it. And you got to have a security code and all this other goof ass shit. But since we have Verizon up, it skips you through the queue and gives you the ability to buy the tickets.
Oh my gosh.
You going to see Beyonce. Hey, y'all, she got 2 Beyonce tickets, and I ain't going. So which one of y'all going with her?
They say I only got one ticket.
Oh, no, the second ticket on the way.
Okay.
The second, oh, I got to press the button. Bam! Get him out my phone. Charlie Forte, what up, baby? We already done cussed each other out, man. So, in the end, thank all of y'all for tuning in, man. Thank you for your comments. It's been truly a blessing. Episode number 10. I'm looking at all the comments. Man, we getting bigger. We getting better. We still want to have some of y'all on the show. Joint custody, no child support in what state? Right. We still want to get some of y'all on the show. Man, this would have been an excellent episode for people to pull up. I know Erica could have pulled up. Demetrius could have pulled up. Henry Damn Show could have pulled up. And a brother I respect super, super, super much, AJ could have pulled up. Because AJ, yeah, respect that man all the way through. Yeah, much respect there. But thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm going to pass it over to the wife.
Yep. Thank y'all for tuning in, guys. We appreciate the support. And listen, just make good decisions with who you decide to have kids with. And hopefully you have a good story and not a horror story.
Well, goddamn, Charlie, we was finna get off this mug, but
What'd
he
he
said,
say?
I got joint and my son lived with me going on 2 years and still paying child support.
Oh, shit.
God damn!
I'm sorry, Sorry, Charlie.
Shit, Charlie, where was you at about 30 minutes ago? So
Yeah,
you could have
that's-
said this shit and I could have used that for one of my points against D.
But why though? I don't understand. I've never been back to court in 10 years. So I don't really know what kind of things are happening here. How do you still pay and you have custody?
Well, it's sort of like with paternity when people sign the birth certificate and they got to pay child support for a child that ain't theirs.
Oh shit, Charlie. That's not an excuse, Charlie. You better set an alarm next time so you can be on here.
You did. But now I appreciate y'all. We finna get off this thing. We got some hookah to smoke.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
We do got some hookah to smoke. Am I lying?
No.
Oh.
This is
All
our longest episode so far, though.